And we're back. So you're probably wondering why it's dark in the garage and why I'm at such a funky angle. Or you're not and you're just here to watch the video. We just picked up our 2019 Model 3 Standard Range Plus from our Turo customer. Came back at 7%, no big deal. That's actually where I really wanted it. I wanted to bring it back dead. Why? Because that, where you can't see, is that new JeekVisen Level 2 home/portable EVSE or charger, and I wanted to really run this thing. So it's like 103 degrees outside. It's hot as all get out here in the garage, but it's dark because last time I did the unboxing, we couldn't really see the screen. So I figured maybe if it's darker, the camera on my S24 Ultra would make up for it. Maybe we could see it. Let's check it out. So it does look like you can see it a little bit better. So we have our 3 buttons right down here. So if we press and hold the center button for about 10 seconds, it actually unlocks. And then with the same center button, you can change your amperage. And the button's actually quite nice. It's not tactile. It's more, what do they call it? Passive, where you just kind of feel it. And then right below it on the timer button, whoops, you don't get very long inside. Oh no, is it going to do it? There we are. You don't get very long inside the menu. So we hold the button again. And if you push that timer button, you can actually set it for how many hours you want it to charge. And then if you hold the button down for another, handful of seconds, that acts as the trigger. And now you're in countdown mode. So you're counting down to charge. If you hold the button again for another handful of seconds, it brings it right back. And then you can it's only on a 12-hour cycle. So you just press it till you get to 12 and then right back to 0, which means you charge until you're done. And then we'll push our button again, and now we're back at the 40 amps. So that's pretty legit how that works. I wish you could dim the screen down a little bit. That would be great. It's bright on camera, but in person, it's not horrible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get her plugged in. We're gonna verify that 40 amps coming out of that is 40 amps coming out of that, and we should be good to go. Alrighty then, here we go. 25 feet is nice and long. Alrighty, here we are. In like Flint, I still say that this is nowhere near as nice as the that 2-in-1 adapter. I heard the contactors close on that, or the something cycled on it, but we are absolutely charging. So the unit is set for 40 amps, and we are charging at a brisk 32 amps. Oh, that's right. This is a 2019. This can only charge at a max of 32 amps. And we are at 8%, and we have our charge limit set for 60%. So, and we have a download coming in too. I wonder which one. So this is telling us 3 hours and 10 minutes to complete our charge. I think what we're going to do is come back in about 3 hours and see where we're at. Okay, just been about 50 minutes or so, and let's check out the hand temperature of the unit, and then we'll go see what the car has done. Alrighty, so we are still showing charging, and ooh, yeah, it's hot. You ain't gonna hold it for much longer than that. The cable itself is it's warm, but we've also been dragging 32 amps through it. The head is not nearly as bad. No, it actually feels pretty good. Like even the head on this broken blink is warm, but it's also extremely hot outside. But this is doing its job. The output temperature and the input temperature are fairly consistent. That is scorching, but it's a giant heat sink, so that's probably why. So if it can take the heat out of the cables, that's kind of what you want, so you'd have less losses at the charger. And, oh, wah, wah, wah. I guess we'll check back when the update's done. Don't go anywhere. And we should be at 32 amps, and we still are. Yeah, I think that said 3 hours and 10 minutes. Now we're down to 1 hour and 20, up to 35%. And it hasn't even flinched. Really did a home run with this. That giant heatsink is doing exactly what it should do, and it is pulling all the heat out of those cables. Let's actually check the one on the charge port here really quick. handle. Wow, we're all zoomed in. There we go. Oh yeah, that's actually cool. This is all like ambient room temperature. That's fantastic. So yeah, that little guy is definitely doing its job. As appreciated as I always am, guys. Thank you for sending that out. And you guys are looking for a very high quality programmable EVSE, give these guys a check. I'll put the description or the link in the description. I always mess that up. We'll see you guys on the next one.